Hi sunshines, welcome back to my channel. The mission is to clean my entire room as well as the area outside of my room, so like our common living area. I just had a friend stay over and I'm going to have a very special guest coming in tomorrow as well. So we have a lot to get done. I'm gonna be showing you guys how I get all of my chores done within 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours might sound like a lot to you, but when you have your own room and when the room is pretty spacious as well as an entire outside common area to clean, including toilets, kitchen, floors, you name it, 2 hours is actually not bad. I'm going to be walking you guys through exactly what I do. Let's get to it. Let's get started. We're ready to roll. The very first thing that I'm going to settle for this cleaning routine is to keep my bed, except I'm not really keeping it because I'm taking out the sheets to send it for laundry and I will be folding it later. What I also do is to spray down the mattress and like my remaining bed linens with a textile disinfectant. Okay, it might be a little noisy because of all the laundry noises going on, but the single biggest tip that I have for cutting down your time for cleaning is to do things simultaneously. I know that my laundry takes 2 hours for a wash and dry in total. I always put my laundry in first before I start on anything else because then it's just running in the background of whatever I'm gonna do next. Today I've got 2 loads of laundry, one for clothes and the other one for bed linen, for towels. So that's a lot of laundry I'm doing today, and I'm starting that first. That's why we're here. It's just gonna be washing while we get on to the next thing on our agenda. Second tip for how to clean your areas really fast is to kind of batch the tasks and form like a procedure in your head. So you're doing it systematically and not just bouncing from one task to the other. So for me, this is what my routine looks like. After I've popped all my clothes and things into the laundry, I will come up and I will clean the floors of my room and of the outside. That's how I've always done it. So now I've created this system in my head and it's like a routine. So I'm just following it through step by step. Within this cleaning of the floor, there's also different procedures that I just follow. So for example, I'm gonna vacuum in a minute, and after I vacuum, then I will do a mop of the entire surface. Get rid of all the dry dirt and then wet to sanitize the floor and get it really sparkling clean. So these are my systems that I use to get things done faster because you don't really have to think about it, you just like follow through your routine. But first, I have to get rid of all these balloons that have been sitting on my floor for like the past 2 weeks because it was recently my birthday. If you want to see what I did, check out my Instagram. I made like a cute little video here. But these were balloons that are left over from a surprise party that my neighbor very kindly threw for me. Birthday season is officially over, as sad as I am to admit it. We do have to finally get rid of them. Vacuuming the inside of my room, I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum our whole floor outside. As you can see, I have a big obstruction today, which I don't usually have, but we're just gonna have to vacuum around it. And after that, we're gonna move on to mopping, where I have one little extra bonus tip. Now that we're all vacuumed up, it is time for our stage 2, which is mopping the floors. Same with the vacuuming, I always do my room first, followed by the outside area, just cause that's how it works. My only one regret is that this mop, as well as the vacuum, which are provided by SSH, are real nasty. Like, they give it to every single room, but obviously it's been well used by everyone who has stayed before us. I have to deal with this Dumbledore-ass looking mop every single week. It's not the best, but it's what I have, so I always just roll with it. One thing my mom always reminded me for mopping in particular is that you shouldn't put too much soap in your bucket water because you don't want your floors to end up sticky. So a little bit will do. And also, when you wring out the mop, don't make it too wet because then it's gonna take ages to dry for one, and you might also end up with water stains on your floor, especially if it's like linoleum or maybe like marble floors. For mopping and for vacuuming, basically anything to do with when you're cleaning the floor, you should work from inside of the room to out. Also, another thing that my mom taught me, because it's just easier that way, when you clean like the inside, you're constantly moving out so that you don't step on the parts that you have already cleaned. And when you're done, you end up to the exit or the entrance of the room, and that just makes it easier to like leave and like change out your water and things like that.
Another lazy afternoon, the clouds covered in gray, third coffee of the day. Almost fell asleep on Zoom, I yawn at the display.
The side to side is also a really great way of getting all the nooks and crannies while being mindless about it.
The roof, it's like they're calling out, don't lose your...
Another tip I have to make cleaning faster is to kill two birds with one stone. So this is kind of like letting things run in the background if you can, aka doing laundry. For example, right now I am going to go drop off my trash or everybody's trash for the week, and at the same time I'm going to transfer my laundry out to the dryer. So at least if I'm going down to the basement for one trip, I can do two tasks instead of one. Now that my laundry is in the dryer, we can move on to the kitchen. What I like to do, again, is to stick to a system. Systems are the way to go for cleaning, I swear by it. The particular system that I have for this kitchen here is to work from right to left. First, I'm going to start off with the toaster and drying rack area, move on to the countertop, and then tackle the stove and the oven, which the camera is currently sitting on.
Stay inside and type away inside, or make today just a little less mundane. Oh, I can stay inside and
it's important to wash out the drying rack once a week, because even though you're putting clean dishes on it, it still gets like food and remaining dirt on it somehow. So I like to just rinse it out once a week and then leave it out to completely dry before we start using it again. Now for the sink and the general countertop area, I go in first with a all-in-one cleanser liquid, and then I go in with, this is kind of like, I think, bleach, honestly, like a bleach cleanser that's more for like white toilet surfaces, but I like to just run it over on the kitchen surface anyway so that it's extra clean. So I just take a little bit and honestly like pour it over the surface and in the sink. And then I take an old rag, this has been like used for weeks, and then I just have a go at it.
Go strike.
Then I do basically the exact same thing for the stove and more bleach so that it gets rid of all the nasty stains that have accumulated on it throughout the week. Another tip I have is to have a timing schedule for all of your kitchen cloths, your hand towels, and things like that. I usually do them either once a week or once every 2 weeks. I'll throw them in with the rest of my laundry, and then I'll replace it with our other set because we have 2 sets of hand towels and kitchen towels. So this is a fresh one and I don't need to wait for the other one to dry before replacing it out. And I also have something to dry my hands on in the middle of my cleaning sessions. Now the kitchen area and the dining area are mostly done and dusted, and all there's left to do is to basically wait for everything to dry up. And while that's happening, I'm gonna do a little bonus cleaning content, which is to tackle the toilet. So me and my roommates do have a cleaning split system, which means that I take all of the outside areas that are not the loos in our rooms, and Zhiheng takes the shower. Emma will take the toilet with our actual like loo bowl and stuff. However, if I have enough energy, I will still kind of clean a bit of the toilet anyway, just to help out. So I'm gonna show you guys what I usually do to clean the toilet.
I naturally would see magic in the world around me.
Go in with gloves because at this point, your hands are probably going to start shriveling up, and we don't want no wrinkles on our hands. We want them youthful and alive. And if looking like Hua means that you avoid having gnarly hands, well, that's what you gotta do. And you just go in with it.
I don't lose your youth, 'cause I can stay inside and step away inside. Oh, make today.
We also have a bath mat, which I kind of just fling outside the door or the window like once a week because I want to get rid of all the dirt, but it doesn't make sense to wash it that often, so that's what I'm gonna do now. On second thoughts, it kind of actually does need a wash, but I already had too much laundry today, so I am just gonna put it back down and probably use some fabric cleaner on it, like a spray. For our delightful little loo room, I basically do the same thing with the sink, i.e. hose it down with water and my toilet cleaning solution. But it also includes a very special task, which you will see right after I finish this. Last but certainly not least, a good old plunge. Not showing you the contents of the bowl because I don't want to be taken off YouTube. Again, I go in with the trusty old cleaning solution. Dab a little bit here and just go for it. Finally made it back inside my room, and the last stage of cleaning before I get to my dried clothes is to clean up my table, which is in a constant state of disarray, but once a week I will go through and I'll organize everything. And if you guys want to see how I do like deep cleaning of my table and regular dusting of like my technology pieces and things like that, I did vlog it before with my table back in Singapore. Click over here or like up here and go and watch that. But for now, I am going to speed clean through my table so that it's clean by the time my laundry comes back.
Boots my favorite chiffon dress. I don't care today what the neighbors might say. Put on my rain boots, my favorite chiffon.
I still have some time before my laundry gets back, so I'm gonna try and speed organize my shelf just to maximize the time, and because I am getting a little bit sick of cleaning. I wanna see the results, but I wanna get it done like that, so I'm just gonna try to speed run through this, just like put away my things and make it more neat.
Take today, oh, dancing in the rain, yeah. Na, 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 na.
Back with the laundry. The last final step of this cleaning routine is to sort out the laundry. I usually put the bed linen down first, like all my bed sheets and pillowcases and stuff, because I fold laundry on the bed, so it just makes sense that way. And my hot tip for this part of the cleaning routine is to just not procrastinate doing it. Trust me, I have been there. If you don't do it right away and you just leave your laundry in the bag, it is going to stay there. I have literally slept with washed, clean laundry on my bed for days straight, just like a heaped pile at the end of my bed, and by the time I get to it, all the clothes are wrinkled and it's just not nice. So the tip is to not procrastinate. Put on some music, put on my podcast in the background, any podcast that you like, and just get down to it right away. Honestly, you will just be so thankful for it, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do now. Okay guys, I'm finally done with my entire afternoon of cleaning. The laundry has been folded and the sheets have been put on. That's it for my cleaning routine. I hope that you found my tips helpful for you if you struggle with cleaning your room, because I know that I did. My last tip I'm gonna give and drop for this video is that if after you clean your floor it is still dirty, my favorite thing to do is to just cut pieces of tape, or to be environmentally friendly, reuse the tape that you have from packaging. If you get sent like parcels or something gets delivered to you, use the leftover tape that comes with that packaging to like pick off hair and dirt off whatever surface it is you're looking to clean. I don't have any leftover package tape right now because I've used them all up, but tape also comes in handy. Just cut like a small strip of whatever you need, just literally like tack it up. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and had fun cleaning with me, watching me bust my ass trying to get this room ready for more guests. Also just make my living environment cleaner, which really helps with my mental and emotional state as well. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!